Hello, Tammy and friends and all of the judges. My name is Kerstin Moore. My message today is about hope, abundance, and prosperity. I have a deep love for people. My mission on this earth is to help lift other people to be their highest selves. I don't see people as they are, I see them as who they can become. I want you to know that I believe in what I call Mentoring 2.0. I'm not some guru that sits on the hill that says, oh, if you just come do what I do, and I look down at you. Instead, I'm the type of person that will get in the trenches with you and help lift you up to be your best self. I love people, and I believe in people. My experience today may seem very similar to many others. My whole life, I wanted to be a mother. I was the little 4-year-old breastfeeding her Care Bear. Unfortunately, being a mother was something that didn't happen at a time that I wanted. I didn't get married until the age of 29. And by the age of 32, I finally gave birth to my beautiful baby little boy. And I was so happy to have this baby. Unfortunately, my body felt differently. My body got sick. While my baby's developing, I got sicker and sicker. Instead of losing the maternity weight as I hoped, I wound up putting on weight. And after a year of experiencing exhaustion and fatigue, I discovered I had what is known as stage 3 adrenal fatigue. It was so bad I had to quit my job and I was on bed rest for a year. Instead of enjoying this beautiful child that I was given, my perfect gift from God, I was stuck in bed sick. And it was really hard to be sick. Having a newborn is expensive, and then being sick is expensive, and you put the two together, and it's a mess. We were that family that had to receive Christmas from the ward, and that was a humbling and beautiful experience. And we were in a tiny little roach-fested apartment, and I said, dear Lord, please get me out of this. Lord, please help me be healthy, help me be whole, and get me out of these apartments. I stand before you today, a proud owner of a 5-bedroom home. I've lost the adrenal weight, and I've also recently effortlessly manifested over $130,000 to invest into my mentoring business. Today, my message is to share with you the 3 steps I followed to create the beautiful abundance that I have. In order to create abundance, you need 2 tools. We're going to talk about your bucket, and we're going to talk about your bow and arrow. So, step number 1 for abundance, we're going to look at our bucket. It's important to understand that a broken bucket can never be full. Think about this for a second. A broken bucket can never be full. If you want the riches of the world, a perfect and fulfilling relationship, or a powerful body that will last you your entire life, you must have a strong vessel to fill it. You are your bucket. There are so many different types of buckets out there. We have clay pots that are made for cooking. We have decorative vases that are for decoration holding flowers. And we have wooden buckets that carry your water, because we all need water to drink. Please do not judge yourself for the bucket that God created you to be. This is your first step in creating a powerful vessel. Love yourself for who you are. Don't judge yourself. You were created for a purpose, and your purpose is beautiful and it's powerful. Each of the 3 buckets I shared with you are magnificent in their own. The second thing you must do in order to be the powerful vessel you are to be is to inspect your bucket. If your bucket has any dings, any dents, any cracks in it, it may not be able to handle all the abundance and prosperity that the Lord wants to give to you. Should all this rain down on you and you got some heavy cracks in it, you're going to break. Let me tell you a secret. We all have cracks in our bucket. There's not a single one of us that has not experienced imperfection in their life. These imperfections, these cracks have come through hard experiences that may have broken our heart. Maybe someone didn't show up for you and you decided, I'm not worthy. Maybe you weren't able to show up for yourself and you decided you were stupid. And all these negative beliefs you piled on about yourself put cracks onto your bucket. And so I want to share with you the Japanese art called kintsugi. Kintsugi is an ancient art where if a piece of pottery breaks, they would fill the cracks in with gold. The Japanese viewed that the cracks in the bucket were just a story of that pottery's experience. So when you find your limiting beliefs, the cracks in your bucket, do not get down on yourself. You are beautiful for having experienced imperfection. Fill yourself up with gold and celebrate the imperfection you experienced because it created you to be the powerful person that you are today. Step number 2 in creating the abundance and prosperity that we desire and we deserve comes to our bow and arrow. A lot of people, in this step, the first step with our bow and arrow is to get focused. We got to take aim. So many people focus on what they don't want. They never focus on what they do want. We think, oh, I don't want this, but we never think, well, I really do want this. An arrow without a target always hits its mark. Think about that. An arrow without a target always hits its mark. So get focused on what you want. If I'm out in the wilderness and I'm with my family, I don't want to starve, but what I do want is to have food for my family, and I want deer, because deer is great. So I'm going to go out with my bow and arrow, and I'm going to get a deer. So when I find my target and I line up my bow and arrow, I have resistance in my bowstring back here. It's this resistance that propels the arrow forward so I can hit my target. Anytime you focus on what you want and you take the action towards it, you will experience the resistance. This is a universal law. Resist not the resistance. For without it, the arrow could not hit its mark. It is this resistance of the bowstring that polishes you into the powerful person you are. Let the resistance come to strip away what you don't need so you can be effective. Step number 3 in creating the abundance that you deserve comes down to letting go. So here I am with my bow and arrow, and I got my deer in my sights, and I'm so ready for deer. But if I never let go of the arrow back here, I'm not going to get the deer. Now this may cause for some fear and concerns and anxiety in people. You may be thinking, okay, well, what if I hit the deer? Like, whoa, I actually hit my goal. Or like, what if I don't hit the deer? What if I miss? Or what if my fingers break on the bowstrings and it hurts? So you're so scared to let go of the bowstring because it might hurt that the deer leaves. When this fear comes up, we have a tendency to want to control others and control the environments around us. I'm going to think to myself, okay, I'm out in the wilderness and I just need this deer to walk up so I can get the deer. But that's not going to happen. I can't force a deer to walk up and lay down its life for me. I am far more likely to feed my family with a bow and arrow than I am with a knife. So when this fear comes up and you want to control others, what you're doing is you're kinking the energetic hose of the universe. You get all this abundance coming, but you're so focused on what's going to happen that it can't get through. The universe responds best to agency and gratitude. Invite the universe to give to you. Thank you, universe, for giving me what I desire. Thank you, universe, for giving this unto me. The more grateful you are, and the more you are willing to let others choose into you, the more you can receive. 2 months ago, I demonstrated these 3 principles and was able to create something powerful for me. I went to the Strongbrook Mentor Academy, which was a 3-day event. During that event, Chris Crone said, I will help you become a powerful presenter. I will help you write your keynote speech, and you will be able to sell your mentoring services to many, many people. You will be able to get your message out there. And I said, I wanted that. I wanted it, and I wanted it so bad. So I did the 3 things I needed to make it happen. First, I took the time to see how valuable and important my message was. Along with that, I worked out any limiting beliefs I might have that would prevent me from feeling my power. Secondly, when Chris said it's time to sign up, I went running to the desk and I wrote down my name and I filled all the questions and I gave it to him and I said, Chris, you take me now. Not like that, but pretty close. I was pretty firm on doing what I needed to do. But here's the catch. There were over 100 people in the room and 80 people wanted to do the program. And Chris was only taking 10 people. So it was a lottery. Basically, I was at the mercy of Chris Crone. So on my drive home on the third day, I got in my car and I decided to channel abundance. And I thought to myself how grateful I was that Chris chose me to be a part of his program. Thank you, Chris, for choosing me. Thank you, Chris, for seeing the truth in me. Thank you, Chris. I'm so excited to be here. The hour drive home was nothing but gratitude and a willingness to let Chris make his own choices. The next day, I got a call on the phone. Kerstin, you are accepted into the program. You are a part of the 6-month Mentor Maker program where we will write your keynote speech so you can powerfully deliver your message to hundreds and hundreds of people. These 3 principles work. I'm excited to share them with you. Thank you, Tammy, so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for allowing me to submit myself. And I look forward to seeing the amazing event that you are going to put on. I'm sure it will be powerful and wonderful this coming June. I hope that I may be a part of it in whatever small capacity you will let me serve.